Alright, listen. Do you like comfy things? Do you like free comfy things? Well, I mean, it's free if you win the giveaway. But MeUndies provide you with the most comfy undies for men and women. But they have more. Socks, bras, tops, bottoms, onesies. Check it all out by clicking the link in the description below. Also, if you're interested in winning a free onesie, click the giveaway link right below it. MeUndies! What's going on, everyone? Kami here. We're back with another Coach Kami. This one's going to be of Mzdgrn. Mzdgrn? He messaged me and said he wanted to get a Coach Kami for Evie, and he was excited to see what the gameplay looked like without having incredibly choppy FPS. So here we are. Remember, if you want to get your own Coach Kami, be in the appropriate tier for Patreon, or be a sub to me on Twitch, toss me a message on Discord. We'll get all the details ironed out. But for now, let's jump into the gameplay. This is ranked. I don't remember what rank he is. I apologize. But he's going to be going Wormhole, and I think Wormhole is pretty much the only build you'll want to go with Evie. Might be some arguments to go others, but I think if you just want to be the best Evie you can be, focus on Wormhole as your talent. Starting off with Cauterize and going up against a Tyra with Burn Monster, a Khan with I think the Shield talent, and Bomb King with Chain Reaction, which you need to be careful of. If you get stuck in an ice block, you see a couple of bombs stacked up, that's literally death. Looking at the loadout, we've got Teleport at 5 and Flicker at 5, those are very good. Swift Witch at 2, Increased Sword Distance at 1, and then Impact I believe it's called. Yeah, I prefer having the one that reduces the cooldown of the Soar, because your Blink's not really needing that much, and Ice Block is kind of a one and done. I doubt you'll be able to use it again, that'll actually save you. Replacing that out, maybe getting more Swift Witch, and this is before the change, I believe, where there are 3 talents and there's a reprieve built into a loadout card, but a lot of people say it's not really worth it. Definitely something to mess around with though. Here's our man gliding in on the most graceful, oh yeah, look at this. Look at this, took a second just to appreciate this beautiful creature on this beautiful vehicle. Alright, we're back into gameplay. Cauterize 1. Now we have wall hacks, he does not, so keep that in mind. He's looking for a flank, and I think this long flank route, I don't know about this one. Maybe could have cut over to the right. When you're flanking in the mid, you don't see a lot of people there. You could just kind of cut it over a little bit quicker. He's sitting in the back looking for some poke. Evie, I mean, surprisingly can be okay at long range poke when the enemies aren't looking at you, but you also have to get a little bit lucky. I like the blinking in and just taking advantage of being able to shoot while keeping your Cauterize, or keeping your out of combat up, but keeping your healing with your flicker. Keeping it going. You're going to want to be focusing on the Tyra, the Saris, or the Bomb King. One of the damage dealers to allow your teammates to get in there, and I think probably Saris is going to be your number one, if it's even possible. Con incredibly low. Immediately switch to that Saris right now. And there's really no chance to be able to get on there. You could have maybe blinked on and went for a stall, but not going to happen. Taking use of the blink, I think you should be using that like as much as you can, you know? Oh, hey, look at that. Person behind you. Always pay attention to respawn timers. I didn't even notice that, but you have a chance to be able to duel with them. That was a good blink. A lot of people try to hide with Evie, but I like people that try to get a little bit aggressive. Blink up, shoot immediately, and blink back. That allows you to get caught free heals, and you're just putting pressure on them. Ooh, a couple connected. You got to dive in on that one. There we are. So that was a good I don't say representation, but a good showing of Evie. Yeah, you're a little bit low, but you have to be quick with those blinks to be safe. Tyra's not so much unless she hits you with a grenade launcher, which is kind of hard. Just try to pre-aim. Bomb Key came up behind you. Try to pre-aim when you blink where you want to aim right away. There's a kill on the Tyra, taking it out to Chinatown. The Saris is still up. I'd be looking for the Saris. Or any of the damages on the side. Little blink to poke out there. Yeah, kind of scouted a bit. That was good. Good job going behind it and trying to capitalize on the BK getting feared. 1, the BK was killing your healer. 2, the fear, you know, easy pickings. Be careful blinking back. You want to blink back a little bit sooner there. If you feel like sometimes when you're blinking and you blink back and you don't really get hit, yeah, there you want to blink back immediately. Sometimes people think, you know, if you blink, you shoot, and then you blink back. It's like, oh, you could have got another shot off. It's like, you could, or you could blink back immediately, be 100% health, and get your cooldown started that much faster. I don't know what I think about the Blast Shields pickup, though. I maybe would want to see a save up for another Cauterize. Good juking on that Fernando. Woo-wee! That was amazing. You see the Bomb King up there? I probably would have blinked into the left side to get up behind him. That was interesting. That would have been funny if you got caught up there. Good shot on the Saris. She's going to force out a... Oh, it wasn't really worth it, I don't think. You had a good flank route on him. Now you're going to be kind of stuck. Ice blocking. you're gonna die, but you just want to hold off as long as you can to do it. But yeah, that ult on the Sarah is a little bit late in the round. I don't think it was really needed. You had a good flank route and a good flank angle even. Your whole team was up. It would have been fine to hang on to it. All this stuff, by the way, is hindsight 2020. You know how much easier it is to point out mistakes when you're not in the midst of a game? People have to understand that. When I edit my own videos, there are so many times I see me make mistakes where I miss a person or I make a decision like pushing when I take a second to look at the top of the screen and realize my whole team's dead and I'm like, wow, that was a really dumb move. But it's hard to notice it mid-game. That's where a lot of practice comes in. You get good at aiming and then you get good at game sense mid-game. Then you start incorporating communication in there and then you become a pro. Easy peasy, right? Opted to go the left side this time. Be careful of people. Immediately when you see that horse up. Okay, good blink there. I was gonna say blink up around him. I'd soar out of there. You're gonna take way too much damage. You know the Fernando's there. I don't know if Fernando's your #1 target right now. You're kind of keeping him at bay, but I think your two other people, your Strix and your Damba, their job, I guess, is to watch the flank. You know, he's got the flare, he's got all that fun stuff. You should be flanking, I get it. But it worked out. It worked out. Maybe would have looked for another target though. Tyra's a perfect one, and she's just gonna eat it. Nice, saved your Damba. Ooh-wee. He was sweating, girl. That was a good pre-snap there. Not so much pre-snap, but it was a good snap onto that con when you blinked. Now here you just want to blink. You're gonna want to shoot. You just want to keep them back a little bit. Blink back. Now you're stuck up there. Be very wary of that. You have your ice block up. I'd ice block right now and then get out of it and soar, or you're dead. There's chain reaction doing work. There you kind of overextended. Blinking back would have helped you out a lot there. The instant you noticed that the blink wasn't going to happen, maybe taking into consideration how far you're pushed up and how close they might be. Again, we have wall hacks. They don't. Easier for us to notice that. Don't know if you saw that BK in the back, but you have your ult up and you have a little bit of time. I would look to extend the you're not gonna be able to do it now, but I would look to extend the point. A simple blink, soar onto it, then blink back, then try to move up a little bit more, blink on it again, blink back, and then maybe run up to it for the nice block. And that's like a triple overtime trigger for Evie. She's one of the best at prolonging it. Good job getting out of there. You have an ult up, you want to stop this push, you're gonna want to look for an ult in the back line. You want to heal up though. Blink back immediately, you see the Grumpy, very scary to be out there. Now you're gonna look for a blink on that Saris. A blink and a soar into it would be fine. No, oh, the Fernando came on your flank. And the burn's gonna get you. There would have been a good time to just get that ult on the Saris. It could almost be a good initiator. It's like, hey, I've frozen someone. Your team's like, oh, this Evie's going for someone. I can be aggressive. Caught Ice Dude coming out, really good. Ult there would be fine. There you go. Ooh, a shot in midair would have been sick. Try to dodge that by hiding behind the pole. Very good. Now they have 3 down. Coolio, time to build up your ult. You saw that Saris, probably want to chase that girl down. But they've all regrouped, so now you got to chill. See the spoke damage, man, like if you hit them, it's a little bit of luck, but man, if you hit them, that's 850 a shot, dude. So much. Here you're kind of sitting out in the middle of the open and you're sniping and you're giving away your position. I would be looking more for hell, blinking in them and doing guaranteed damage is better than sitting back and sniping. It's okay for zoning, but not so much when you want to actually start doing relevant damage, I guess. The con is very low, but I maybe would have focused on the Saris when she was running in. She's completely susceptible right now. She's going to be forced to back off, fight you, and it's going to give your team a hell of a lot better chance to deal with the rest of their team. Right after you see the, no, I was gonna say, right after you see the fireball, go for out of the ice block, but he didn't actually fireball. And that was a good juke. Like the Fernando was kind of like, we don't need to deal with that Evie. She blinked, blink back up, perfect. Do not blink back, stay up there. But yeah, it was a juke, you know. It was just, and you kept that really good ground where you're still behind the enemies. Ooh, good ice block. Avoid the big old right click burst. But you kept him guessing, and you kept the DPS up even though you were low on HP. Yeah, switch to that Saris as soon as that shield is up. Fair to back way out of there. Get a heal from the Damba. All your cooldowns are going to be, oh, good ice block. Beautiful ice block. Not going to get a heal though, and oh, blink immediately. There you go. Blink back. Hey, good golly gee gosh. Gotta be sweating right there. All right, got ourselves an ult up and going the same route. And holy guacamole, get out now. The stun's there. Ice block, do something, get out of it. Oh, okay, there's a collage of moves being used there. I'm not sure if in the right order, but maybe used a little bit too much. Tyrus pushing into the back. That's going to be an easy kill for you guys. Very nice. Good fear by the Damba, keeping that Fernando off of you and everyone else. You have your ult up, and you don't really need it. So now you're 2 up, and your Makoa just ulted. So there's no reason to ult right here. Do not use it. It will, on the other hand, be a fantastic ult if they try to retake. I think you saw a glimpse of that, Saris. Staying out over there. Oh, that's a big help on your Makoa. You're gonna want to try to find. Oh, nice shot. Find an ult on that Saris as they're trying to retake. Nobody really got able to capture the point at all. You see the beam going out. You're gonna want to go for that. BK is also a spicy target. Yes, very good. Way up. Nice, staying alive. Beautiful ice block. Link it back up and you're gone. Oh, nope, never mind. This Fernando, man. He's having a rough time. Oh, no. No. We're back with the Evie. It's crazy. You guys are at 96%. You can feel free to poke. You would want to look for a flank route. Very good. And again, you're going to want to look for an ult on that Saris. Oh my god, that Saris just got ulted. That's easy. Oh, no, the hitbox. It hurts. You got to get in there, though. You're not going to be able to get in there. That is a bummer. Man, screw it. Throw an ult on that Saris. She's not going to get out of there. Not today. Should be an easy kill on the Fernando as long as you hit your shots. Nice snap. Ooh, can he get a triple? Come here. Oh, he's nuts. He's nuts. All right, nice kills. Sadly, you couldn't get in there in time, but what are you gonna do? That would look cool. That BK went straight down to the well after that kill. Feeling in the dumps. We're just zoning. We're zoning. We're chilling. You know. Always use that beam to give it an idea of where that Saris is at. Probably blink back a little bit earlier there, because that Cot's gonna get you. It's gonna be an easy kill on there, and maybe the BK, nice. Ice block, right, never mind. Damage is fast in this game, huh? Especially when you're Evie, like a glass cannon. Well, hello. Went for a blast shields too. I maybe would have preferred Cauteray, especially how much you're kind of pointing at the tanks or poking at the tanks. Caught 3's gonna pretty much make it so 420 all. It's gonna make it so the healer's doing nothing. See that Saris? Nice. Don't think you need an ult here. Just forcing them out of going into the, what do you call it? That might be bad. Nah, you're good. But just forcing her to go into the shadow travel form after you've already dropped the Tyra would have been enough. So I'm glad you saved onto the ult. And right now, 40 seconds with how long the payload has to push. I think you don't really need an ult. You can chill. Try to zone as much as you can. Be careful of a con ult because cons sometimes get very frustrated at how squirmy Evies are and they just say, come here. You see the Saris. Blink back. They're just doing play-by-plays now, everyone. It's okay to kind of wait. Like you see, like how you're on the right, over here, and you saw the Fernando, you saw the, ooh, nice little juke there. You saw the Fernando, you saw the Con, saw the Saris. Just kind of let them run up a little bit. So one thing that is hard to do with a flank is knowing when to push, and sometimes just staying a mystery of where you are is huge, because then you can just run in for free. Fernando is not your target right now. He's got full life. You're not going to win this. The Saris is up. This is going to be a rough fight for you. That's kind of wasted resources. It did distract the Fernando a little bit, and you're coming back and you're pounding into him, which is hilarious. But again, when that shield goes up, target that Saris. I think you just have it out for this Fernando. There we go. Hello? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Forgot I was watching a video. Another flank. Khan has pulled a poor innocent soul, but kind of went down the process. An ult right here would be fine and blink back. That would give your team a chance to be able to push up through there. You're going to want to look for blinks as soon as the cooldown is up. Look for a shot, blink back. You just want to heal up as much as you can so you can feel confident going in for the ult. Right now, one of your players are down. Get out of there with the sword. Give it a minute, you know? Oh, my goobers. Blink back. Ice block. Now you're just dead. a little bit too far. You just wanted to chill and wait for your team to regroup, or just get an angle to where they couldn't just kind of bone you like that. Sometimes you have this tug and pull where you're just like, do I go? Are they looking at me? Oh, they turned around. Are they looking at me more? I don't know if they think they're looking at me. It's hard. Trying to blink and soar in, nah, that's what we wanted to do a while ago, trying to extend the payload or the point, but nice try trying to do it there. All right, and we're on the main page. Can't look at the scores just because I had to record it from a replay, but let me tell you my thoughts on your Evie. I don't think your Evie is bad, like nowhere near bad, but I think you have a decent amount of improvement to do to really get up there into the top tier, or just to improve your gameplay, and I think a lot of it is quickness. It's bing, bang, boom. It's quickness of decisions, and it's quickness of your mouse and your shots, and how fast you blink back, because the faster you shoot, the faster you can blink back. Now, this was before the most recent patch, so I can't say too much about the loadout. I think it was fine. The Swift Witch, people like it at a 3. You really feel it at a 3 because the base movement speed is so slow on the sword. It's rough, but not much to say about the loadout. The only thing that I think is required is a high level of flicker heal, 4 or 5 really. That just allows you to stay as annoying as possible, as often as possible. Your item choices, going for Blast Shield at the beginning. If you ice block and you're getting hit by that Bomb King, you're dead. Doesn't matter if you have Blast Shield 3, especially because he was running Chain Reaction, and he's not really going to be doing too much damage on you when you're flying through the air and blinking. So I don't know if the Blast Shield is really worth it. You could also argue that the Tyra big burst from the right click, which I'm not sure if that's blast. It explodes. I have to double check that, but if that's blast, I can kind of see it, but I think going more Cauterized early on, and hell, you can even go Wrecker. She hits like a truck with Wrecker, but that would be like after the patch because you could buy Cauterized and Wrecker. Ult usage, you want to look to use it a little bit quicker on your targets. Don't use them like me because I whiff them all day, every day, but try to pick your targets and your timing. You don't always have to capitalize on it fully. A lot of people, even me included, will blink in, ult, be kind of in the middle of 3 enemies, and be like, I need to finish this, where even if you don't get a kill with it, your team gains a lot of position because they normally move up when they hear that ult go off. So not getting the kill, but just pushing them back and making them freak out is huge. And your target prioritization, you want to make sure not to focus on the tank so much. When you get Cauterized or Wrecker up there, it's a little bit better, but your main concern is just poking at that Ceres, because the more you poke at her, once you get her dash down, she's a sitting duck. And the last tip is kind of towards the quickness. Really try to practice going to the training ground, blink, and immediately snap to where you think you need to aim. So sit next to a sky, blink up in the air, and then immediately start snapping down and to the right if you blink up and to the left, you know? And try to be pre-aiming at it. Even if you're not exactly aiming at the target, you're like less confused because you know where the target is, you don't have to look around. Your number one goal as Evie when you're blinking up in the air on a target is to shoot and blink back before you even hit the ground. Not always possible, but that's your goal. That's where she really shines. Overall, I think you're a solid Evie though. I've seen much worse, trust me. She's a quick champion, so if you're not doing something on her 100% of the time, you're not really playing her to her fullest potential. She's hard, but she's a lot of fun. I want to thank Mzdgrn for sending this in. Hopefully you and other people watching this learned a thing or two. I'm gonna head out of here. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm not gonna be one of those people who asks you to like and subscribe, so I'm not gonna ask.